Yes, please, Coach, if you can make an opening statement.
Well, of course, the two-game set that we played there, happy, feel fortunate about last night winning that game, because anytime you play a one-run game, anything can happen. And of course, I told the guys last night we had a chance in the first inning to really blow it open and set the tone for the series. We had bases loaded, nobody out, and didn't do much, got a run out of it. And then, of course, the next inning, last night, the second inning, we had first and second, nobody out, didn't do anything, and kind of felt like that way again in the first inning again. You know, we had some going there, and then we really only got a run out of it. But, you know, they threw some guys that maybe our guys haven't seen a lot of. The velocity was not high. They were throwing a lot of junk at us, and our guys have struggled. And it's not something we practice a whole lot of, to be honest with you, because we don't face a whole lot of that. Having said that, fifth inning was huge. Alex was right. Once Dell got that big hit, it's amazing how it just, everybody kind of takes a deep breath. I'm sure Terrell felt a lot more relaxed. The pressure kind of got off. We scored a run with Dell's hit. It created first and third. And, of course, he just looked a lot more relaxed at that time and got the pitch up in the zone and put it out. And before you know it, we pop up 4 runs right there. I was very happy with our bullpen the last 2 days. It's something that we've had some question marks and concerns. I think last night with Mari, Belize, and Fed, they all threw great. And then you had Mixon come in and threw good, and so did Gates. They pounded the strike zone, which is all I can ask for them guys. Throw strikes, go after hitters, especially when you have leads. And they did that. So I was very, very happy with our bullpen. Of course, Slade threw great. You know, he had a great game. He got ahead of 23 out of 28 hitters, which is pretty doggone good.
After a pretty productive and a very satisfying series against Georgia Tech, you guys had a little bit of a struggle offensively. Like, how frustrated were you leading up to the 5th inning of today's game?
Well, you say that, and we did, but don't forget we walked 10 times. You lose track of that when you see, okay, they have 8 hits to our 7 hits, or 9 hits to our 7 hits, I guess. I look at this box score, must be the final. We had 10 walks. You know, those are hits to me. They're on first base. And so, you know, it's frustrating. It's hard. You're saying, and I'm frustrated as a coach. You're thinking, geez, we need to crank out more hits, but you forget we got a ton of guys on base with 10 walks. The pitching is, again, the velocity's all over. It's up and down. It's slow. It's pitches behind guys. They're hitting guys. It makes it for tough. It's hard to get in a groove as a hitter and get your timing with that kind of pitching. Plus, they worked extremely fast. Almost uncomfortably fast, and our guys are sitting there trying to get timed, and and here they come, and it's just can never get into a groove. So it is frustrating. You're right, because you're sitting there thinking, geez, our hitting has been so good up to this point, and why aren't we hit? But you got to remember now, we walked 10 times, so it's still very productive.
This is your first midweek series of like 2 games, because you usually have 1 game.
Right.
So, since usually Slade gets the Wednesday game, how did you go through the process of picking a pitcher for yesterday's game with Tyler?
Well, what you do is you throw a number of guys. You know, guys are limited to how many they can throw. You're throwing your bullpen. So Tyler at the time, basically he's on a pitch count, but we were hoping to get 3 innings out of him. I think we got 4 innings out of him, but 3 was what we were looking at. But he got 4, and then you're basically bringing in guys out of the pen to get their innings in, or their number of pitches to throw. It worked out good for us that, I believe I'm right when I say Mari, Belize, and Fetterman came in after him, and they all kind of worked in succession there. Tonight, it kind of worked itself out. Slade probably went an extra inning than we thought, but he was throwing good, and he had a quick inning there, that 1 inning, so we went with him there. But Mixon came in and threw his inning, and JP threw theirs, and those guys need to throw, because if they didn't, they're going to have to go throw a pen, because they got to throw sometime this week before we get to the weekend. So that worked out perfectly. And so we'll have to do that again, because we'll have another, I think, 2 weeks. Next week we'll have 5 games, and then a little bit later down the road we have a 5 game during the week, 2 games on Tuesday, Wednesday, I guess. So, and we'll do the same thing. So you see a lot of teams do that when they come play us in midweek games. They don't throw a starter sometimes. Over the years, they'll throw
platoon.
The Charlie Holstaff or whatever you want to call it. They'll throw the whole pen. I've seen teams come in where they throw 9 guys 1 inning. And that makes it tough for your hitters because you're seeing something different every time. So it's hard to get timing and rhythm off of a guy and get the feel for him. So you know, but you got to be able to deal with that. You got to be able to adjust to the pitchers that are coming in. So, but it worked out good for us. We were able to throw the main, you know, guys that we wanted to throw, and so everybody should be good to go in terms of the weekend series.
How happy were you with Mixon?
Very happy. All of them. You know, JP pounded the zone here. He threw only 11 pitches in 1 inning. Mark threw 16. But Mark, I mean, both of them threw strikes. Mark got a slider, a strikeout on a slider, which is certainly a pitch he needs to have, being a guy who throws from down here. And I thought JP was a lot more under control with his emotions, and he was not rushing. And like I told you, very, very happy. Maybe take away from these 2 games is the fact that our bullpen threw very, very well. Very happy about that.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much.
Okay, thanks.
Best of luck against